ఒక అభ్యాసి బ్రదర్ మాస్టర్ని ఈ విధంగా అడిగారు. బాబూజీ సాహిత్యాన్ని చదువుతున్నప్పుడు ఆయన ఒక అభ్యాసిలో 58 బిందువులు లేదా చక్రాలు శుద్ధి చేసినట్లుగా వ్రాయబడింది. మేము 13 ముఖ్యమైన బిందువులు మరియు ఏబిసిడి రూపంలో 4 ఉప బిందువులు ఉంటాయి అని అనుకుంటున్నాం. కొంతమంది 80 దాకా ఉంటాయని, మరికొంతమంది 108 చక్రాలని అంటారు. మాస్టర్, ఇదంతా కొంచెం తికమకగా ఉంది. అసలు మొత్తం ఎన్ని బిందువులు ఉంటాయి? అభ్యాసీలకు తమ ఆధ్యాత్మిక పురోగతి ఎలా ఉందనే ఆసక్తి ఉంటుంది. అది మాస్టర్కి సంబంధించింది కాదు కనుక మాస్టర్కి అంతగా ఆసక్తి లేకపోవచ్చు. మరి అభ్యాసులు తమ ఆధ్యాత్మిక పురోగతిని ఎలా తెలుసుకోగలుగుతారు?
You say that may not be relevant to master. I think our masters are more worried about our progress than ourselves. For me, measuring yardsticks are so many, how to measure our progress. Spiritually speaking, we measure how we move from one chakra to another chakra, one region to another region. But this is not a perfect indicator. I find the main indicator is our melting hearts. If love is developing in our heart every single day, and you find yourself, yes, these negative things have gone away from me. And when your wife starts praising you, think you are progressing. I'm not joking. She can certify better than a guru. About chakras, Babuji Maharaj said there are infinite chakras in our system. Every cell can work as a chakra. You must have seen how Babuji Maharaj used to sit in his chairs. He would tangle up his legs and start like this, it's like that. And that was his comfortable posture. And if you noticed, his toes were straight and pointed. Not physically, but pointed towards outward. Even when he was alone, he would just sit like that and keep transmitting. Every pore of his body was transmitting, and especially his feet. They were constantly transmitting. We were advised not to touch his feet. Because then what happens? It's like a car that is going at 150 or 180 miles per hour, and suddenly you have to make a brake. The transmission is flowing, gushing out from your system, and suddenly Abhyasi just jumps on your feet. It used to give shocks to Babuji Maharaj. He has to pull back himself and control himself. It's very difficult. So to answer this question, yes, there are infinite chakras. There are mainly these 13 chakras are there, starting with the heart. That does not mean that Nabhi chakra, Swadhisthana and Muladhara are not worked upon. We do work upon it also. So this 13 plus 3, 16. Now, as far as our work in our system is concerned, primary work of most of our abhyasas, since the level of evolution is already reached the Hridaya Chakra, we begin there. And the heart being the main chakra which is connected with rest of the chakras within the body as well as the subtle body and sukshma bodies beyond in other dimensions. As the heart gets clean, those other chakras which are connected, lower and higher, they get cleaned up and charged up. So our main work is on the heart. Now, predominant element in the heart is earth element. That does not mean that Vayu, Akasha, Agni and Jal, they are absent there. They are very much present, but in a lesser amount. And they all form their own chakras. Likewise, on Atma Chakra, the main element there is Akasha. And the other elements are also present, but mixed up. Lesser amount, maybe 20%, maybe 30%, maybe 40%. It keeps changing. Up to 10th or 11th point, the sway of Panchabhutas will be there. So if you multiply it until then, it will go on. And at the 13th, there is no influence of all these elements. On the 12th also, some elements are absent. You wait for my book, which is upcoming, on spiritual journey, spiritual yatra. It will be all this will be described very well, and it will be very clear how these 63 points are covered in Sahajmar, starting with the heart. That does not mean we are ignoring the chakras below. We need not worry about them because that belongs to animal kingdom. Even dog has Muladhara, dog has Swadhisthana, dog has Nabhi chakra. What makes us human is this Hridaya chakra. In some animals also this Hridaya chakra is slightly awakened, but not to the extent of what we have. So we mainly focus on the 63 chakras, and they are visited and revisited many times during our journey. Even though you may have crossed second point, you may have crossed third point, but then again we keep revisiting those points again and again to gain the mastery over them. See, each time we get the powers, the system itself is so designed that it nullifies the powers, so that we don't become proud in the process and stop our journey. I hope we are clear.